Rebecca is a professional chef with an unusual mission.
They're fully cooked, so you just gotta reheat them.
She runs a cooking school, but to be her student, you have to have a felony conviction. It's called refire.
Refire is a kitchen term, and it means to correct a mistake. My students get to come into the program and refire their lives.
But it's more than that. Rebecca's students also feed over 100 residents in a nearby homeless shelter, more than half of them children. Because of COVID, this class has only 3 students.
Nicole drives 3 hours a day, round trip, just to come to class. She has kids at home, and she's just trying to make ends meet. And she really does have a passion for food, and I can see it down there wanting to come out. Vanessa is unfiltered and hilarious, and she's so dedicated that she shows up no matter what. Even though she has lupus and it makes her legs swell and she hurts, she pushes through.
You can usually find Vanessa doing dishes because she can lean up against the sink and take the weight off her legs.
Johnny really is an 18-year-old kid in a 60-year-old man's body, and just loves to cut up whenever he's nervous or thinks he's doing something wrong, because he knows if he can get you laughing that you're not going to be mad at him. He's not comfortable enough in his own skin to make a mistake.
It's supposed to hurt. You cut yourself, silly.
Without there being dire consequences, because he's been incarcerated for over 30 years.
And then there's Tamara.
I was angry when I came out of prison. I had lost my children, my mother.
She even lost her home to Hurricane Michael.
I had absolutely nothing when I came out of prison. So I decided, instead of being bitter, to be better. You know, when you come from prison, a lot of people don't tell you all the obstacles that you're gonna have to go through, you know, starting over. And Chef has been there every step of the way. She is my backbone. She is my mentor. She is my everything.
When Rebecca realized she needed help with refire, she hired Tamara to oversee the students in the kitchen. It was a smart decision.
She cares about them like she cares about her own kids. They frustrate the ever-loving bejesus out of her sometimes.
I'm not gonna tell you.
But she still is out there every single day, giving them every ounce of everything that she has.
Cooking, it turns out, allows Rebecca to teach her students important life skills.
Mise en place is that French term, and it means to put everything in its place.
In other words, prepare all your ingredients and cook one step at a time.
You don't just mise en place your food, you mise en place your life. It's not my wrist, it's my whole arm, right? If I can just do this thing that's in front of me, then it will make it easier for me to do the next thing. And for a lot of my students, because so many obstacles get thrown at them, it becomes overwhelming. And so they go back to what they know, or they make an angry decision instead of just saying, okay, I will face this one thing at a time, and I will ask for help when I need help, and then I can take a step forward. That is far more important than learning how to saute an egg.
Despite a college degree and 10 years as a business owner, Rebecca understands exactly how her students feel.
I have been where my students are. I have had absolutely every strike against me. I have 2 felony convictions. I am a recovering alcoholic. I am a lesbian. I am a veteran that was discharged from the military because of my alcoholism. I know what that feels like, to feel like the law is always watching, like you're never going to be able to escape that.
But it's even deeper than that.
For a lot of my students, when they graduate, it's the first time they've ever graduated from anything. The first time they've seen anything through to completion. The first time they've passed a major exam.
Coagulate. Say it again. Coagulate.
I've seen a lot of firsts with the 63 people that have graduated my program. Why am I turning peppers? I've already passed this class. Very good, Johnny.
For Rebecca, there's no better feeling in the world.
I love when my students graduate and get that job and then they come back to tell me about it. And it's just like this big, warm, fuzzy hug on the inside. You just feel just giddy and bubbly, not because you're getting anything from it, but because this person is so excited and you're so excited for them. And it's just an amazing feeling to be able to share that with somebody. I get to go to weddings and I get to hear about babies being born, and it just makes me feel full. My entire life, I've had a hole inside of me, and this is part of what makes that hole go away.
The other part is her wife, Lauren. They've been married for 12 years. They share their home with 3 rescues.
You sit.
Ned, Toby, and the elusive Charlie.
My wife has supported me through so many crazy ideas.
Like starting a school for students with felony convictions.
When I came home and said, I think I want to do this, she cried. But we talked about it, and here we are, 4.5 years later, into this amazing thing that she's been by my side and helping me create, doing everything she can behind the scenes to help me move it forward, and I don't think she'd have it any other way.
That's not to say running Refire is easy. Rebecca's total food budget for feeding over 100 people in the shelter is $55 a day. How is that even possible? She gets free produce deliveries twice a month from Second Harvest, along with discounted meat products and boxes of assorted cans and other dry goods. Though if there's not enough to feed at least 50 people, she puts it on a shelf for students, residents, or anyone else who needs a little help making ends meet. The stress has given Rebecca an ulcer.
I really like boxing because I can get a lot of this frustration and anger from the incredible injustice that I see every single day out without bludgeoning another human being. I can't get arrested for hitting the heavy bag.
But more than anything, Rebecca relies on her community, her students, colleagues, family, and friends.
We're here. We're always going to be here. Just allow us to be happy, productive people amongst you. I'm not naive. There are bad people who do bad things, but there are also really good people who do stupid things. Don't write us off just because we made bad choices. We need to learn how to make good ones, and that's what I'm trying to help my students do. That's what I'm trying to do every day. I still make mistakes. I'm just a human being who gets up every morning and puts one foot in front of the other, and I try really, really hard to do the next right thing. Everyone deserves a second chance. Redemption is the key to everything.
Take a deep breath, come on, It's okay. They lie to you.
Okay.
Has Chef ever lied to you?
No.
The chef won't lie to you, but the people on TV,
They lie
to you.
Thank
Okay.
you.